Hi guys, welcome back to Woman in the Jungle. Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed since my last video, and thank you for those who continue to support Woman in the Jungle and have stuck around. Now today I've teamed up with Entwine Couture on their Anytime Go Natural 2014 campaign. This campaign is about bringing tips and advice to ladies who are going to be transitioning in 2014. So let's get started. So as some of you may know, I actually didn't transition, I actually did the big chop. I did the big chop twice, and this is my second big chop here. You can click on the screen to see that, and I'll have the link to my first big chop down in the description box. Now, if I was to transition, here are some tips I would give my transitioning self. 1. Minimize the use of direct high heat onto the hair. 2. Pick styles that blend your relaxed hair to your natural hair and not your natural hair to your relaxed hair. Number 3, moisture, moisture, moisture. Now, because of the length of my hair, I'm actually going to be focusing on set styles, and today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a Bantu Knot Out using some products from the Entwine line. Have more tips for transitioners and more about the Entwine line in a post over on womaninthejungle.com. And if you want detailed information on the Entwine Couture line, please head over to www.entwinecouture.com. So I'm going to be starting my styling process on dried, blow-dried hair using the tension method. I did record a video for this, and you will be able to watch this at some point during the week. The reason why you want to do this is because your hair is at its most fragile when wet, so you're going to want to make sure that it is actually dry so you're not causing unnecessary breakage. As you can see, I've already done most of the Bantu knots, but I'm going to actually show you how I do the last few. I'm going to be using the Creme de la Mole today because it's actually a drier product. So you've dried your hair, you don't want to use anything too wet, otherwise you're going to start reverting your curl pattern back to a kinkier at the roots, and you want to kind of not do that. So this is a drier product, more of a pomade, and it's going to really help to set the hair and also to dry overnight. Now, to achieve the perfect polished Bantu Knot Out, you want to really make sure that the hair is thoroughly detangled before you start to actually style. And as you're applying the product, you want to make sure that you're detangling and smoothing as you are raveling the hair around your finger. Almost kind of think about it like you're doing a finger coil, and then as the hair starts to buckle on itself as at the base, you want to then start to wrap it around the hair. As you've probably noticed, I'm using little rubber bands to actually hold the bantus in place. Because of the length of my hair, and also my ends were quite thick because I had just done a trim, they were just unraveling as I was doing it. The bands are not compulsory. You can use bobby pins to hold them, hair grips to hold them. You can also just twist around, and for some people they just stay in place. So that's my Bantu all done, and I'm headed to bed. So this is about 7 days later. I redid the ones on the sides just because they were quite chunky. To take down, I'm just going to coat my fingers lightly with the Total Perfection Argan Oil. Because I left them in for so long, I didn't want to cause any more frizz than was already happening, because as you will see, there has already started to form some frizz, and that was just because of how long I'd kept them in for. To take them down, I just coated my fingers with the Total Perfection Argan Oil and kind of just pulled them from the center outwards, opposed to unraveling them. Obviously I took the hairbands out before I started to do this, just in case you wondered. And they kind of like just easily just started to unravel. You just pull them straight up and straight out. They just kind of just come out there themselves. So I'm just playing around with the hair now, kind of looking at how I want it to lay. And then I'm just going to pull it apart in two, not anymore, because of the length of time I left them in for. If I pulled them apart anymore, it would just be a big, massive, frizzy, bally mess. And then from here, you just really want to style how suits you best. I'm just going to pin it up one side and let the other side cascade down. My hair, I can't really do too much with it at the moment because of the length of it. So I just tend to pin it up on both sides or pin it up at one side. That's kind of like my go-to styling at the moment. So that's it, that's the style, my Bantu Knot Out on short kinky hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Peace out.